Welcome back to another episode of Black Girl Talk. I am Alicia, and this episode is kind of like long overdue, but it's really not long overdue. I finally got my little boo thing, my milk dud with me, Tyler. And today's topic, we're going to talk about pretty much like the benefits of being at the stay, like being home with the stay-in order going in with the quarantine and adjusting to everything opening back up. Now, from my perspective as a tourist, I ain't know there was a title to this social distancing thing that I've been doing my whole entire life. I ain't know I was quarantining myself. I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing this shit for I don't know how long. But I mean, staying at home isn't the problem. I'm naturally a homebody. I feel like that's the issue. People who are not naturally a homebody, they're the one who really got the issue with the stay at home order stuff that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with everything open back up, I feel like all black people low key need to like be very cautious and really stay in for real. Cause like for once, let the white people take the L. Let them fuck up some shit and fuck up their own immune system for real. Granted, I feel like a lot of this shit been like over dramatic, over drastic pulled out. Like it probably is a virus, respect the virus, but y'all not about to have me living in fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I just genuinely feel like that slowly but surely don't be so quick to gather with other people because everybody been secretly been having like little kickbacks and parties and also like that, and then boom, you end up having the fucking virus. Like, so relax. It's okay. It's okay to take the backseat sometimes.
Yeah, I really just, when it comes to it, I just don't understand why people don't like staying home. First of all, I'm not a homebody, but like, there's nothing wrong with staying home. I mean, it's like, what was it? Like, what, 10 people or less that you can
Mm-hmm.
kick it with in your own home? Just don't go out now that malls and people getting their nails done and all this stuff. And granted, I highly doubt that the nail salons have like no sanitizing gear or anything, but at the same time, it's
They
still
do.
like you still pass it along. And like I just don't understand how people it's not that hard to stay home. And I feel like it's just people who honestly, don't want to be with their thoughts for real, and they scared of being bored because they probably have to just sit there and face reality, and they don't want to do that. So that's really I like. I ain't trying to be deep about it, but I really feel like people who don't want to stay home are like scared to be with
It
themselves.
is
To be
deep, to
honest.
be honest. Like, this shit is, like, really real. Because, like, literally, like, all that shit that has been going on is literally in the Bible. There's literally written, I think it's in Psalms. I could be wrong, but, like, they literally sit there talking about how a virus or a plague will outbreak, which is technically the virus is going now. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
have seen people go get their nails, the toes done, and all stuff like that. Little do you know, I don't know if you ever done a pedicure before or like just a manicure just to just trim yourself up, keep it clean.
Mm-hmm. I did both.
That stuff,
Yeah.
like literally all their tools that they use, they're never reusable. And if they are reusable, then bitch, I don't know why the fuck you still going to that person. But all that tool stuff comes in a packet that literally gets deep sanitized in a cooking thing. Where they technically cooking, like I know metals can cook up to something like that where they kill off the bacteria. And I'm pretty sure that all these businesses, they are the health thing or whatever, got the particles, whatever the term is for them to follow for safety reasons and also like
Mm-hmm.
that. So I feel like everything is gonna be a slow process. I feel like it's like some people may have jumped into it, but at the end of the day, it's just like
Mm-hmm.
you low key now. I gotta really be careful because some people really can sit there and have the virus and also like that, and not say nothing to nobody, and it'll fuck up everything.
Fuck up everybody and everyone.
For me, I feel like the benefits that's coming out of this, I feel like the creators who are creating something, whatever, you got the time to really sit there and buckle down and focus on whatever you need to do. Because 9 out of 10 of the time, majority of us probably lost our jobs or our jobs are not like an essential need. I also feel like it's actually growing. Like I feel like people or families are finally like getting together or finally growing, having that bonding time. Because for real, someone like me, I low key needed this because I had to shut down. Like for real, like anybody who knows me knows I be on the go. Like you really cannot slow my little short ass down. So it's the kind of the benefit is the people who have been working and overworking, they finally get to relax for once in their life, probably.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I definitely needed it for sure. Because like I needed, the time to get, you like you said, I'm not busy, but I just need some time to myself, and I had to push like what I'm doing a little bit further. So I'm not saying Corona is like 100% bad, but like when it comes to people like trying to force it to, move on, I don't think we're moving on ready yet. Because number one, I still don't think there's a cure yet, if I'm not mistaken, and or a vaccine, as they would say it. And I just don't understand like why people will be so eager to go outside, knowing, okay, damn. Granted, it's supposed to be hot this summer. It's supposed to be real, real hot, and they said heat kills the virus, but at the same time, it still can get spread. So you will still have it. Granted, the heat will kill it, but we don't have a vaccine. So it's kind of, you playing with your life, to be honest. If it honestly is to that far extent of it taking your life, you're playing with it, because at the same time, like, we're not ready to go out. I don't feel like, because just like, well, my school,
All the schools.
yeah, my school, all the school, you know, they have frats. So this frat yesterday threw a cookout, and they got shut down and all this stuff. And then my friend texted me talking about she's not feeling well. Like, you knew the precautions of you going there, and she said, I just feel like I got like alcohol poisoning or something. I don't know, sis. You need to tell your friends, because, you know, it could be alcohol poisoning, because the fraternity that through the party, they're known for having a lot of alcohol. All frats are, but at the same time, bro, you knew the precautions, and you knew, like, you were just so thirsty, go out when you could just sat your ass at home and read a book or something.
You know, our community as Black people, we don't never listen, and it's always you gotta do something. Like it's always trends, and it's like we always like to go against the grain and go against everything that they say do not do. And I think that's the thing that's irritating me is the fact that like, yo, like once you wake up and really look at the agenda, like look at what's really going on, they expect us to go against each other all the time. That's why they don't ever really care when the so-called black on black crime that goes on, right? It's like, oh, to them it's like we're doing their job for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like they want us. It's just like, how about we like finally beat them? Stop playing checkers and play chess for once, and actually,
And that's true tea. That's really true tea. Like, black people's problem is they feel like when someone's trying to help them, it's always like, oh, I'm fine, I'm independent, I don't need nobody's help. Da, da, da. Oh no, they really trying to. No, maybe they're actually trying to get your ass to stay home. Like, if we're telling you to stay, like, black people don't listen. Like, especially if even if Beyonce told you to stay home. Like, I don't know why y'all not listening to her, but still, like, when it comes down to it, you have all these celebrities coming out tell you to stay home, and they're black celebrities. I understand if you don't want to listen to, the Caucasus or any other race, any other race of that you've been under oppression from, but at the same time, there are rules in places for our safety. And again, I don't like rules, but if it's my life,
mm-hmm.
is it I have I have a niece, I have a little brother, so like I can't be around them sick. Like that's
My
no.
thing is the fact that like my brother was explaining to me because once like the first shutdown, like when it really officially started happening, like my brother texted me like, "Hey, this is just to make sure I was straight and make sure I had it, like make sure I was good on my end because they're in Youngstown and I'm here in Cleveland." So
Mm-hmm.
it was more of it for me is like, okay, like he had a valid point. He was like, I respect the virus, but I'm not gonna fear it. Like I'm not about to sit here and like act a fool over it because that's a lot of things.
Exactly.
That's the thing with America. They want you to be in fear so you don't have to stay in. My goofy ass, I'm not gonna lie, I don't wear that mask all the time every time I go out unless I'm really in a crowded
Mm-hmm.
space, like it's over congested. But overall, you gotta think about it. When you're wearing the mask and you're wearing it for too long, you're pretty much inhaling the same shit that you're out taking, and that's not good for your
Mm-hmm.
immune system. Like this doctor, like you literally got doctors that's coming out saying that, like, yo, we need to breathe outside air. Like we need to build our immune system. Like yes, we need viruses to help build our immune system. I'm not saying he's not saying like go catch it, but it's just like at the end of the day, like our body has to intake bacteria and viruses so it can build, so it can be strong against anything that happens like that, right? So to me, the only people who's really going to be highly affected with the virus is the one who have underlying health issues, where like they got health issues with breathing and
Mm-hmm.
their like immune system. So
Mm-hmm.
say like if you and me got it, right? Because we don't have we don't have health issues for real. Our
Mm-hmm.
body's probably gonna react to it like a common flu or the flu.
Mm-hmm.
I never
Mm-hmm.
had the flu in my life, so my body might react to it like a cold. I had
Mm-hmm.
some viruses in my past life? Yes, I had stomach viruses to the point where I literally would throw up everything, even
Mm.
water. Like I literally, my throat would go from all the food out of my system to literally throwing up clear stuff, confused as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I had to drink before it had to get completely watered down for a minute. I wasn't even able to intake that stuff. Like I literally would sit there, we was throwing up for like days straight, losing weight and everything. Maybe that's genetic thing or something like that. But my dad, because I remember after I recovered, my dad, we went to Indiana. My dad came and got me. Went to Indiana. My dad was not having it. He was sitting trying to figure out why would your body react like that. So I never been. The last time I was sick was probably 2 years ago. So I intake my vitamins. I pretty much do all the vitamin D, C's, and all stuff like that that builds your immune system. So it's rare for me to get sick now because of the teachings that I had. And I feel like once people start understanding their body and listening to their body, there should really be no fear towards the virus. Respect it,
And that's
respect
true.
it, but leave it at that.
Exactly. You shouldn't fear anything, to be
Don't
honest.
fear
Like
anything the white man is projecting talent. And then
exactly. You shouldn't.
the news are keep
Yeah.
repeating the same shit over and over. If you're not
And then
paying
they be
attention to that,
lying. And they be lying, bruh.
like let's be real. The last thing I read about with the virus, now the virus you cannot contact it through certain stuff now. But like a few months ago, y'all said if we touch something, we can catch it. A few months ago, y'all just said that men can store the virus in their balls longer than their immune system. Which one is it? Because y'all don't know what the fuck the virus is doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like the news be lying. They got caught up about them making like it was this one article where they got caught up about making up like I think it was a scene where people were getting vaccinated or whatever, and people were spraying them down, and they just made a little scene up just to make it seem like it was a drastic thing, like the whole actors and shebang. Like that's just some weird ass shit because not only are you causing like problems and you causing people to panic, like you're lying to the
To
public. Like
put
that
them
makes
in
no
fear
sense.
so they can stay home or
Like
wear the
that's
mask.
weird. Y'all are really weird. Like weird as hell. Granted, I know the type of tactic they were trying to do, like or use. They were basically trying to, make it bigger than what it
Mm-hmm.
was, so we can take it more seriously. But at the same time, you don't have the right to lie to us. That's there's. I understand the
The
government,
thing is,
but your media, you need to fix yourself. For real. That's not like I don't even understand why the government lies. Like it
because
shouldn't.
they
Nobody should be
lie. Look,
lying.
they lie because overall, when you think about it, none of the system is not designed for us people. It's not designed for black people. It's not designed for Latinos. It's not designed for any color people of color overall.
Blue, black, green, purple.
They're not designed to. They're like the system is not designed for us because of course they're gonna go against us. So of course they're gonna lie because they're gonna sit there and do anything, whatever. 9 and 10 of the time, what black people really still watch the news to this day besides the older generation?
I feel like the closest thing they'll get to the news is the shade room.
Because with us now, with our generation waking up, some of us are getting really into tune. Not only just that's the thing that really blows me. The fact you claim that you're woke because you like are peeping through the bullshit with police brutality, right? But no, I need you to wake up even more and realize exactly what the fuck is going on overall with the world. It's not only just against like black versus police, but overall black versus America.
I mean that's why I don't really fuck with woke people like that. Cause like I be like they be so fake woke. Like it blows me. It just be like, and then I don't think you can be a woke person and still have a problem with gay people. Like I don't. I don't think that's that because the sex ties in with you being black, so I don't understand. Not with you, but like the person.
Oh, because you know me, I'm literally woke as fuck. But at the same time, when it comes to like the community, like the gay community, I can't sit here and judge you because I'm not God. I did not create you. I did not push you out my womb. So what the fuck am I gonna sit here and judge you for?
And exactly, and that's how we should all mind
A lot of
our
people don't
business.
have that
That's all.
mindset. A lot of people don't have like an open mind. A lot of people is really closed. Granted, yeah, within my religion frame, yes. I think everybody who believes in God, they know that it's like majority of religions are like anti-gay. That's obvious as fuck. But you can't sit here. I can't sit here and like pin you against a corner and be like, oh, well, you need to become straight because God don't love you now, stuff like that. Bitch, your relationship between you and God is not the same between me and my Savior. So I can't
Exactly.
judge nobody
Is
about
my
that.
That's all you have to just be. That's what people understand. Mind your business, and I don't understand
But
going on. Like
overall,
the whole, there's a lot of things going
it's
around
just
that
that
I
everybody
felt
needs to
should
pay attention
have.
to like everything that's going on. Like just pay attention, especially at a time like this with the viruses being such push forward. It's a lot of other stuff that's going on that no one's speaking about for real. Like I'm pretty sure it's been a whole bunch of other shit that's been going on within the country that no one's speaking about. And then ding dong, it's always a virus that come out every election year. And when a new network comes out, like at that point, you should be used to this bullshit. If every time a virus comes out, it's a new network in this election year. Come on now.
Yep. So I think Ebola was Obama, and
I think
uh,
Zeke or whatever the mosquito thing was Obama too.
yeah,
At least that nigga shut that shit down before it even hit America. I don't know what the fuck
that's
Trump doing.
crazy.
Like, I don't know what the fuck Trump doing. And that's another thing when everybody need to realize, like, yo, I sat there. It was like, yo, like I sat here in school for all these years for you to sit here and tell me that in order for you to be president, you gotta have experience in politics, right? But who the fuck? Well, look who's running the country. It's a whole ass businessman. Now I'm sat there was like salty as hell because like y'all lied to me. But then I took back and actually watched Trump for a second. He's running America like corporate, and the reality is America is a business. So I may not agree with what the fuck Trump does and what he says, but the reality is you got a businessman running a business. That's how you can look at it now.
Yep.
This topic came up because every few episodes I sit there and as you see on Instagram, I sit there and ask people like to give topics, whatever you all want me to talk on, I'll speak on it. It may not make it to this season, but it's listed for future topics. I can't lie, I really would have been trying to avoid talking about Big Rona and stuff like that. Like I really just didn't want to shine on light because it's just the main topic that's going on right now because it's just like it's what America is going through. I say, as just black people, for real, relax. Like,
Chill out.
say, literally, if you want to go outside, hit the backyard or whatever and be with your family and have a barbecue there. Don't be in a rush to go out and all that stuff like that because they want us to, like, as soon as the stimulus checks hit, they wanted us out there. That's what first of all, they're opening the comedy back up just for them to intake money to get money rolling back in. Two,
Which is weird. That's so weird because when all of a sudden we got given out a second y'all stimulus check, y'all supposed to open up everything.
like, don't you think that's kind of funny? And you know how black people get when they get their money when they come to income tax return. We be out there spending immediately. So that's
Well,
like a trap.
black.
It's like a trap. It's just like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, we give, a majority of people probably give, the majority of people get their money. And my thing is, I never seen that one white person talk about the stimulus check.
me either. Like it don't affect them or doesn't affect their pockets.
And it's just like, it's just, then they're either not talking about it, but I really don't see nobody. I have not seen that one white person speak on it. Now, to me, I started thinking that theories is maybe they're slowly about to start paying us back for the slave time, paying us repercussions and all stuff like that. That's how I started thinking for a second. Like maybe they're actually finally paying us back, even though it's a little amount. Because if they really paid us back for slave time, they're gonna be paying us back for decades.
Upon decades.
To be honest, and I just feel like it was a trap. Like, all right, majority of us probably got a check towards the end of April, going into May, right? As soon as that starts happening, the economy starts opening back up and also like that. That's like a trap for black people to go right outside and just start spending their money. It's pretty much the money we gave you, yeah, bring it, take it. We're gonna take it right back and put it into our system again. I just feel like I really wish that our people would really just like start playing checkers, not checkers, playing chess now, and start realizing what the fuck America's really doing, what these white men are really doing. And if this episode gets taken down, I ain't gonna give a fuck. Cause like I probably just spoke the truth, so they probably gonna copyright report this or whatever. But at the end of the day, I said the truth.
They're
And
gonna be like, yeah, she's too woke for us. Time for us to go, get this, taken care of. Take this off. Also, social media platforms, streaming platforms. This will be removed, but no, I feel like this will stay. And if anything, this is the episode they really need to listen to. So,
well, Tyler, I love you,
love you too,
and
Kip.
I definitely you and I got another discussion we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about it another day.
Mm-hmm.
But I am Alicia, and that's real talk.
Period.